You know what is crazy? It's how so many people on these social platforms give so much energy to these NPCs. All of these people that's paid to extract your attention. Y'all worrying about these people and what they're doing and who they're doing it with. And that doesn't help us. It's very sickening. It's disgusting to hear so many people on the social platform worrying about highly weird people who have sold out for the things of the world. Y'all waste time and energy talking about that, making videos about that. And nobody talks about basic needs. Nobody is encouraging somebody to understand themselves and how they walk and live in fear. You see? Y'all worrying about the wrong things. While people like Bill Gates and people like all of those people in politician are the reason why we are suffering. We hired these people. Why did we hire them? We hired them to keep balance, and that has never happened. Never. The bottom line is America was built on colonization, and that's not a way to live. These white entities, in their reprobated minds, believe in some God that says, I can harm, I can abuse, I can unalive, I can rape, I can pillage, I can cage, I can dissect. You see, I can be unfair, unjust to anybody I want to. And everybody is talking about something that makes no sense. Who cares about what her name is? Jay-Z and whatever the wife name, I can't even, because I don't follow with all that craziness. And Rihanna and all these people that's put there to distract you, to keep your mind on them and not on yourself, to ignore the power that's within you. We have an endowed right to pursue liberty and happiness. And we're not allowed to do that. We got to continue to conform and comply. We got to be entertained mentally and just give up our endowed right. This is sickening. These people are trying to give us everything that is not real. And they're trying to make us not real. Where the mind goes, the body follows. And everybody's mind is on something other than themselves. That's why your body going where your mind going on these people who are NPCs. We should be fighting for our basic needs. We should be talking and standing up and speaking the truth about how our basic needs are not met. But we got all these people in these suits and ties. They're dressed up. They're on the world stage talking, and they're not saying anything. They cannot even make sure everybody has food, clothes, shelter, and water. But they can assure wars are going to happen. Money will go other places. You see? And everywhere the money is going, nothing is being done correct with the money. There are entities that want corruption at all costs. At all costs. And nobody seems to understand that. Corruption. One or two things going to happen with all of this that's happening. It's going to be a corrupt world, or it's going to be a new world. And we have the choice. So we worrying about these people on the world stage that's NPCs. We're going to find ourselves living in corruption, living in darkness, living in low frequency, living in fear, living in confusion, living in anxiety, living in worry, living without enough. I mean, how much does it take to make sure everybody got a roof over their head? The Bible says train a child when they are young. That's not happening. That's not happening. Be ye like little children. The imagination. You can't imagine nothing. Everything is narrated to us how it's going to be. What you think about, you bring about. Our thoughts create our reality. And they're narrating the reality that they want us to create. We're following. We're not leading. And it's sad. It is really sad that people want things. And the more you want, the more it is harder for us to live a basic, simple life. At the end of the day, nobody's taking anything from away from here. So why are we not fighting for our basic needs to be met so we can live in peace and harmony and goodwill toward each other? If everybody don't go within themselves and look at the man in the mirror, you're going to be in this corruption. You're going to be in this darkness. You see? You're going to be in this lack. Because everybody's all about themselves. And at the end of the day, nobody going nowhere with nothing. Why are we not our brother's keeper? We don't even love each other. We don't get along with each other. Everybody just trying to get the next thing. And the next thing and the next thing. You see? And none of those things are important. But our life is. What is the purpose of our lives? To sit here and accumulate all of this stuff to die and leave it here. When we could have lived a basic, simple life and had peace on earth. Peace within. Stop talking about stuff that's not important. And start talking about things that are important, which are our basic needs. Everybody should have a home. Everybody should have free water. Everybody should have free food. And everybody should have free clothes. That's the simple things. And maybe if we had our basic needs met, people wouldn't have so much sicknesses, you see? And all of these traumas that's in our emotional bodies, we just keep on carrying it to generation to generation to generation, passing it on spiritually, because we are infinite spiritual beings, having a human experience. And look what kind of experience we're having as human beings. It's horrible. It is horrible. This is not how life is supposed to be. But people can't see that. Those people who are talking about all these NPCs, they're not going within themselves, because if they were, they wouldn't be concerned with those people. They would be able to see spiritually what is really happening. But they're not seeing it spiritually. They're looking for validation and acknowledgement. They're looking to go viral. They're looking for likes, shares, and subscribes. If you're not saying the truth about what is going on, if you're not suffering for that truth, you're talking in vain. You are talking in vain. Because we should be talking about having our basic needs met. Not about what these people are doing and who they're doing it with and who in court and what the judge said. And we know all these people corrupt. All these people are backed by wickedness. You see, somebody protecting them to continue doing wickedness. And we're not standing up as a people, as a human race, because we are unconsciously programmed to keep seeing the color of somebody's skin. The Bible says try the spirit by the spirit. And if people was trying the spirit by the spirit, they would realize what is important to talk about and what is not important to talk about, what is beneficial to talk about and what is not beneficial to talk about. We need to talk about things that's going to make a change. Not things that's not going to make a change. Not give energy. Where energy goes, energy flows. Simple as that. We keep giving energy to the wrong things and to the wrong people. It's time for us to stand up as a human race and push back on the corruption, on the wickedness that's going on in this world. Why keep talking about people who is not going to help our situation? They're there for a reason. So many people have been compromised to do the wrong. And once this gets out of control, which is already out of control, there's nothing we will be able to do about it except ride the corruption wave. You know what is crazy?